knows nothing, can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody. Welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode number 60 of the Ansem Report podcast. 6-0, the big 6-0. We've done this 60 plus times because we've had, side episodes. My name is Mike, and with me as always is my brother Jason.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest today, at least very special to me and close to my heart. You might know her from very pro gamer streams on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SuperSpaghettiBros. Tara. Welcome, Tara.
Thanks. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Welcome to the podcast. And we brought Tara on because we recently, on twitch.tv/SuperSpaghettiBros.
Drop a follow.
Drop a follow, drop a like, drop a subscribe. 1 like equals 1 prayer. We recently, Tara completed her playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Yes, I did.
And we figured, when Tara beat Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, we said, hey, let's talk about it in the podcast. We're back again. We're back on our bullshit.
Yes.
Back for number 2.
And, I didn't play through Chain of Memories, so
Yeah, she
shouldn't
didn't play
talk about
Kingdom
that.
So,
She's not a true
Tara beat Kingdom Hearts 1.
Man.
She's not a true fan because she didn't want to play Chain of Memories, but it's okay because it's kind of obtuse.
Slightly gruesome.
Gruesome game mechanics. I like to call it Kingdom Hearts Lethal Frame.
Yeah.
But she played through Kingdom Hearts 2. We started just playing randomly when we get out of work, but this quarantine, despite all the terrible things that have happened with it, has allowed us time to stream Kingdom Hearts 2 and beat it a lot faster than we were going to, doing it the way we were doing it, playing maybe once a week.
Yeah.
And then Tara falling asleep because we started at like 1 in the morning.
After working all day.
Yeah, after working our regular shifts, mostly.
So we've gotten through it, and I kind of want to do like a little bit of a retrospective on Kingdom Hearts 2. Before we start talking about our thoughts and feelings about it, I have some Kingdom Hearts facts.
Some lore.
Some lore. Not really lore. Some facts.
Some deep lore.
Deep herb lore. So, Kingdom Hearts in Japan was released on December 22nd, 2005.
Wow.
And it was released in North America on March 28th, 2006. Tara actually beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on the 14-year anniversary of its release in North America. So congratulations to that, Tara.
Thank you.
It also was released in Australia on September 28th, 2006, and September 29th, 2006 in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of different release dates there for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
This was back when they had to localize things before they released them here. Like, they got their Japan money, and then they said,
And then they were like,
all right, now let's get the voice actors
on
in
to
there.
the next one.
Right. So some facts I pulled from various corners of the internet.
Ooh, that sounds dark.
Okay. Yeah, I went on the dark web.
On the dark web.
I went on the dark web. So, here we go. Kingdom Hearts facts. Kingdom Hearts 2 facts, sorry.
Yeah, geez.
A world based on the Hunchback of Notre Dame was to appear in this game, but was taken out due to timing constraints and possible similarities to Beast Castle and other worlds. It was later used in Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance.
Wow.
Wait, spoilers.
Spoilers for Tara.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame world?
Yeah, it happens. It's coming. Stitch was included because a survey said that Stitch was the second favorite Disney character in Japan.
No.
I don't know who the first was. But
yeah.
it was Stitch was number 2.
It's probably like Simba.
No. People
Maybe-
that say Stitch is their favorite character.
Maybe the mouse himself.
Maybe.
Because it might be just one of those things. Hey, what's your favorite Disney character?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Jimmy and Cricket.
How dare you.
No.
The producers of this game took a poll to see if Maleficent should come back for the game. The poll numbers reached 95% for Maleficent to come back, so her return was added to the game, although there is no boss fight with her.
Oh yeah, I did notice that we see her and talk to her, but we don't do nothing.
Right, you don't ever fight her. And then now Nomura created a whole mobile game just to explain how Maleficent came back. So thanks to those 95% of people in Japan who voted for it. Woody and Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story were originally planned to be new summons in the final mix version of the game, but were taken out due to Disney Pixar's relationship still being iffy despite the Final Mix version coming out about a year after Disney purchased Pixar. As well, Tetsuya Nomura did not want to include any majorly new Disney content that would only be released for Japanese fans. Their models are still found in the Final Mix version's game code, albeit only texture models. They were later included in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh my god.
Not as summons, as characters you play with.
That's also a spoiler.
It is a spoiler.
But I played that part of Kingdom Hearts 3.
You have. And also, that's interesting that they were just going to be in the Final Mix version of the game. But Nomura, because back then the Final Mixes, Tara, never came to America. Mm-hmm. They were just Japanese. And then with these remasters they've released, they said, hey, let's do the Final Mix version because it's the best version of the game. But like in order to play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix or Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, you had to get like a region-free PlayStation 2 and import the disc.
Yeah.
So you'd be playing in Japanese.
Or mod your,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that they took away those summons and I only got Chicken Little and Stitch instead?
I don't think I wrote this fact down, but it did say Chicken Little was added primarily to market the Chicken Little movie in Japan. God. Tetsuya Nomura included the worlds of Lion King and Tron because they were his favorite Disney movies.
Wow.
Okay.
In the original Japanese release, Axel's death, spoilers, shows his body bursting into flames and burning away. This death scene was apparently too graphic for American audiences, which were treated to a flameless scene. A scene involving Daisy spanking Donald was also removed from the U.S. release,
Yeah, that's a good one.
as was the green blood from the Hydra in Hercules Coliseum. Most infamously, the violence in Port Royal, the Pirates of the Caribbean world, was toned down with guns becoming crossbows and almost no blood or sword impalement whatsoever.
Can I get the Japanese version, please?
Yeah, no, sorry. Oh, wow, that was my last fact. I thought I had more facts than that. Not great fact-checking game. My fact-checking game isn't on.
No, it's not.
That's all I got.
I was in a really weird rabbit hole where I was watching interviews from around the time KH2 came out.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this interview with Jesse McCartney. And bro literally had on a freaking bracelet that looks like kind of similar to Roxas's. Yeah. And he also had like a ring on that was like like two colors. I was like, bro.
But you're telling me if you weren't the voice actor for Roxas, you wouldn't live the life,
No,
bro?
but I was like, bro, which came first, the chicken or the egg,
You're
bro?
telling me Quentin Flynn doesn't go around to people and go, got it memorized? I would.
Also, like, I'm really surprised on, like, Roxas is literally just like his normal voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ventus is just his normal voice, but
I haven't
more
heard,
excited.
I haven't heard, like, Jesse McCartney's, like, just, like, normal voice.
Yeah. Also,
I have. He's in a show that
Because I know his
watch.
singing voice,
also
obviously.
Jesse McCartney really into feet.
I can't hate the man.
What?
He used to do this thing. I don't know if he still does it. I don't know if it was on Twitter or Instagram or what, but he would like
No.
Feet Fridays and he'd post like pictures of women's feet that
No.
were nice.
No.
I'm not even fucking with you.
No.
I'm not even fucking with you. And so then someone on the Discord posted a meme and it was like a picture of Nominee's feet with like Roxas right there, and it was like, "Oh, Feet Fridays," and it was like on Kingstagram, you know?
Oh my god.
I'm googling this. I don't.
Yeah, Jesse.
Oh no.
Jesse McCartney likes feet.
No. Jesse McCartney.
I
How's
don't
that
want a
foot fetish
pretty
good at going?
face.
Is the name of this
I
article.
just anyone to hold.
Just you and your
I don't
beautiful
want love
soul.
to go the
SOLE.
waste. I want you and your beautiful feet.
No, it says you and your beautiful soul. Get it? Like soul of
it's
your
like
feet.
the soul of your shoe. That's clever. Maybe that's what that song was about.
Oh my god.
Earth.
Wow.
Oh my
Also,
God.
I think he was like dipping.
This was only in 2014.
Yeah,
Also,
it wasn't that long ago.
I think he was like dipping in the interview too.
Like he was chewing dip.
Oh yeah, he
was
was like kind of packed.
He's like, hey man.
In
In the middle of an interview?
Yeah,
Jesse McCartney is a wild man.
but like he I don't think it was that much because he was talking pretty normally.
You know what would have been really cool? Is
I'm
if
shook.
when they cast Roxas as Jesse McCartney, they cast Ventus as Aaron Carter. Because I feel like they were always like tied fates, you know, and Aaron Carter's a nutso. Wait. Yeah, Aaron Carter.
I think he likes nails.
Nick Carter is the older one of the Backstreet Boys, right? Aaron Carter is the
young kid,
nutso one. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of our celebrity gossip portion of this podcast. Moving on to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, which is the version that Tara played.
Yes.
you've kind of come into your own recently as a pro gamer.
I wouldn't say that's true, but okay.
So I would definitely say it's true. So as far as gameplay goes, not talking about story, what do you think was your favorite? What was your favorite maneuver? What was your favorite thing to do gameplay wise?
Gameplay,
And it could be anything. Like,
well, I'm just a good X masher.
you're a button masher,
Be
but that's
fucking
okay.
up that X button.
Yeesh.
We had to buy our new controller because the X button's broken. That's not true. I made that.
That's
up.
lore.
That's
fake lore.
Fake lore. So
I don't know. I mean, it's an easier game to play. That like better than one for sure.
more
like
smooth, maybe.
Yeah, it moves better, and that's what I like about it, I guess. I feel the most comfortable on that game so far because I feel like we just started BBS and it feels clunkier again.
Compared to KH2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's people that'll tell you that's the case with every other Kingdom Hearts game ever, and that KH2 is the only one that feels right.
oh, really?
That's what people tell you. I
I'm
don't
nervous
know.
that will be me as well. But
Tara's gonna be a Kingdom Hearts 2 loyalist.
oh no.
She's gonna be a Final Mix purist. Give me Final Mix or nothing. There are people literally like that. And,
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know yet, but
I think. Oh my! I saw this tweet the other day from this guy who's clearly like a troll, but
Internet troll.
his account was basically dedicated to Final Mix too, like about how great it is, and it was some news about Square Enix and the coronavirus. And he said maybe they should have put a good team on Kingdom Hearts 3 instead of the shit Osaka team. Maybe they would die of the coronavirus. Like he was just going off. And I was just
Holy
like,
shit.
holy shit,
that's
dude.
really scary.
People are wild about Kingdom Hearts. Dude.
I don't know. I mean, just like as a whole, I feel like I
it's a
enjoyed
go
that game.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
That game is really good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I felt like I had to fight my way through one.
Yeah.
Like get my way through one. I don't know. I
To
really
get to
enjoyed every part of 2. And
Jason, same question, but for you, what was your favorite? What's your favorite mechanic?
Drive form.
Specific drive form or just drive forms?
Just
in general?
drive form in general.
Yeah.
Like I really like leveling up the drive forms.
I could have told you that.
And yeah, just like that progression that like, hey, like if you put time into this specific form, you'll get this ability.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I feel like I don't have like a specific mechanic to say like that. I just like how it feels. As
And, like,
a
they
game.
No,
still-
that's a great answer, Terry.
They still somewhat have that with like you changing into like the Keyblade form changes and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
It's not the
progression,
same,
yeah.
and there's not. If you were to transform into, like, using the Mirage Staff, if you use the Mirage Staff like this many times, then you get this upgrade for it, or you get this ability, or whatever.
Instead, they tied that
doesn't-
to collection.
Yeah, and it doesn't really.
You don't like it as much.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'd say my favorite is similar to what Terry's saying, but the movement in that game is so good.
Yeah.
And KH3's movement's really good too, but they're different.
They
Yeah.
are different. Like looking back,
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't play that much of 3 because I stopped to start over the series. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'd say the movement as far as mechanics go, and the puzzle pieces.
Oh, I love the puzzles.
The puzzles are dope.
I need to go back right now. We're stopping this podcast. I need to go do the puzzles.
Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Tara collected all the puzzle pieces and finished them all. She's a G.
Yeah. We did miss a couple things in her playthrough, but maybe we could do those later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Story-wise, Tara, Kingdom Hearts 1 is pretty much on the straight and narrow. There's not a whole lot of twists they throw at you.
Yeah.
It's, hey, we got to go find my friends and King Mickey. And that's kind of what you do. You go and you go through these different worlds, and it retells kind of the Disney stories, and then you go on. Kingdom Hearts 2 is a little different.
I feel like Kingdom Hearts 1 was 1,000% a setup for 2. I know it is, but like,
I mean, I don't think they were planning to make 2 at the
no,
time.
they were just literally doing like a normal story in 1, but then in 2 they get into this deep, deep lore,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's just there. I learned so much. It was so long.
Yes. Yes. It's a very long game. Coming out of that, do you have a favorite Kingdom Hearts character right now? Good or bad? Like who did you take a shine to?
Take a shine to?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me to remember all their names, to be honest with you.
Okay. Throw out a description.
Well, I always like my good boy Donald.
Donald.
Because he my favorite, even though he don't really do anything.
Well, he
helps
he gets
me.
his chances.
He's just kind of sassy.
He's just a little sassy, and
He is
that's
a
why I love him.
He's a little sassafras.
Sassafras. Do you have a favorite character, Jason, in Kingdom Hearts 2? Do you need
See,
to
this
take
is
that?
so hard. Like
Jiminy Cricket.
No.
Do you need to take that?
No.
Jiminy Cricket is the answer for Jason.
No,
He cannot answer
That's
anymore.
not
Okay,
what
moving
I
on.
said. That's not what I said. It was the doctored. It's a doctored
looking up.
footage. You will not censor me.
We might.
My favorite character in Kingdom Hearts 2 is Roxas.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but I feel like that's everybody's answer.
So it can be your answer too.
Okay, that's my answer.
If we're talking
Roxas
good
is
boys,
ballin'.
Roxas is pretty good.
I just feel so sad for him, and I know
Yeah.
everybody's sad for him, but I just feel
It's the reason
more
we call it
sad
Sad
for
Guy
him.
Hours.
Well, like when KH2 came out, people hated Roxas.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Because
People hated the tutorial.
okay, so like at the time, there's only Kingdom Hearts 1. And then if you played a Game Boy, Chain of Memories.
Right.
Which I feel like most people didn't do that.
Right.
And then you're like, okay, dope. I get to play as Sora. Let's freaking go.
Right.
And then you have this like 4 hour long tutorial as somebody who's not even Sora.
Yep. I remember being frustrated with it at the time.
I just remember being confused. I wasn't frustrated.
With the game, like the characters and stuff.
No, just with
That-
the
with
beginning.
Roxas.
Yeah.
That Roxas
Oh
beginning.
yeah, it's just I remember you. I was like questioning you like every minute, like what am I? Who is this? What is this?
But then by the end you go, I guess my summer vacation is over, and you go, oh no, Roxas.
And then the final mix version just makes it even worse too because there's more scenes.
right.
Yeah.
So I guess good boy category, Donald, Roxas.
Okay.
Good
What
boy
about-
for now.
What
I
about
guess.
bad boy category?
Bad boy category.
Which one of them organization boys do you like the best?
I don't know. For some reason, I always like Marluxia.
Okay. I mean, he's not really.
He's not in the game.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
I
You
know,
fight him, but
we fight him. I fought him.
well, that's not like canon. That's
I
just
know.
like a gameplay thing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's in Chain of Memories and he dies.
yeah. I knew that.
Yeah.
But you fight him. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's a good answer.
No, it's not.
He's not technically in the game.
Yeah.
That's annoying. I don't know. You said organization, 13 members. I was just pointing it out. I was just saying it.
You're right. I know Jason's answer to this because it's always the same answer for
What is
Jason.
it? What is it?
As if.
It's always Ziggy.
True.
Always Zigbar.
Ziggy.
Jason's favorite
Ziggy.
boy.
Well, and he only gets better too.
He gets
Tara
better with
doesn't
age.
know.
He's like a fine wine.
He
Tara.
is a fine wine.
You'll eventually know more about Zigbar.
and
Yeah.
he was we
Well,
just
I
fought
only
him
know a
in
little
BBS.
bit. Yeah,
He
I
fought
know. A little bit.
Braig. Which
The
is his-
the mystery man.
Mystery
Braig.
Man, Braig.
I don't know. I guess I like Axel because I mean that's such a weird answer too. But
No, that's is
Axel's
Axel
dope.
in the good boy category?
I don't know.
Bad
That's
boy
what I was gonna say.
category?
Like I was just gonna say that because he's like so
kinda-
nice to Roxas.
He kind of
but
dances the in
He dances
between.
the line.
Yeah.
But
1 minute he's freaking snapping and killing Vexen. The other minute he's snapping and killing a bunch of Heartless.
And the
Or
next
nobodies.
minute he's saying, "Watch this," and explodes himself and dies.
yeah, geez,
Watch this.
seriously. So like all those people that I fought at the end aren't really truly in the game.
No.
they are the
The
ones that
absent silhouettes
those
that you
portals.
fought, the
Yeah.
ones that were in those random portals.
They aren't really in the game.
They aren't really in the game.
they weren't in
Oh.
the game originally.
Well,
They're only
those
in
are the
Final
people that I
Mix.
like the best.
the Chain of Memories crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
Larxene,
Sounds like you need to play
Marluxia,
Chain of Memories,
Lexius,
bro.
Dang it. Ah,
Vexen,
Ienzo.
Yenzo. Yeah, because you like Sexion.
yeah, I do.
Sexion.
Sexion.
I mean, Sexion does have a scene. Like the flashback
yeah, he
scenes.
does have the flashback scene. He's not.
Yes,
Marluxia's
yes,
not.
yes,
Marluxia
yes.
does not
Yeah,
have a
but I
scene.
fight him in this
Yeah,
game
you're
because
right.
he's in the absence of the one.
My
so.
favorite organization member, Demix.
Yeah.
I like Demix in this game especially because he gets a lot to do. He's in the
Hercules.
Hercules underworld.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He He shows a plot point that's talked about more, where they always talk about T, that these guys don't have hearts, and so they don't feel any emotion. But Demix clearly feels multiple emotions. They all feel.
I feel they all feel something in their own way.
It's leading to a bigger point that's later on in the series, but. I think Demix is the first person that really personifies that when he's like, "Oh, I'm just a doofus, da da da," and then he just suddenly goes, "Traitor," and like his voice gets more like, and then you fight him, and it's like
spoopy.
Do you like his sitar?
I like his sitar. I like that he.
You really like the mechanics of his boss fight.
I actually don't hate it.
No.
to be honest.
It's awful.
No.
People don't like him, but I think he's great. I think he makes a very good vessel, and he's better than a cereal bowl. That's what I think.
That's a hot take.
And then there's also Zaldin, who's just an absolute evil badass with his sideburns. But Tara beat him first try.
She beat him first try.
First try. But he's interesting because he's like the only organization member you fight in a world, like a Disney World.
Yeah.
Which is pretty weird. Random.
Besides the absence of one.
Well, the absent silhouettes, but even then they're not in the Disney World. You go to like
you go to
arena.
like the other
Yeah.
I don't like those arenas though. I liked fighting them, but those arenas were such bitches.
Wow, hate for the arenas.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, story wise, getting back to story.
What was the best scene?
What was your favorite scene going back?
My favorite scene?
I say Kingdom Hearts 2. What's the first scene you think of?
The first scene I think of. I don't know. Oh, God. The first scene I thought of for some reason was just like them like doing that thing to the moon for some reason.
Downloading the moon?
Yeah, downloading the moon.
Ansem the Wise downloading the moon? Yes, best scene.
Why was that the first thing I thought of? I was like, oh my God, the green laser to the moon.
And then he blows up, and spoilers, reforms Riku from Ansem Riku to Riku Riku.
To Riku to actual Riku.
Couldn't lie.
I don't know. I guess I like that whole section of that time because it's just so revealing.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore revealed there. A lot of Ansem the Wise and Mickey and Zemnis talking and
when Sora and Riku see each other.
Yeah, and then they're back together. The boys are back.
And then it doesn't matter that Sora saw Kairi. No, doesn't matter. Just Sora and Riku.
It matters a little bit. He hugs her and stuff, but he
like
gets down on his knees and
cries for Riku.
True.
His friend, his best bud.
But to be fair, someone pointed this out in the chat when we were playing. I think it was Tyler.
Yeah.
He had seen Riku, like really in a long time.
He had seen Kairi, yes. That's true.
Like KH1, they're like, he keeps trying to find him in KH1, and then he sees him, and then Riku's kind of mean to him.
Right.
And then he's really mean to him at the end. But then he's like, I gotta go find Riku, because he as far as he knows,
sees him at the door. He helps him push the door.
Yeah, as far as he knows, he like sacrifices himself pretty much.
Right.
And then now he's like, well, what the frick,
Before
dude?
he just thought Kairi was, if anything, he's probably like, Kairi, what the fuck are you doing here? I left you on Destiny Island, you dumbass.
Right.
You know?
I don't know. That whole part brings everything together, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do really like all the Roxas storyline too.
Yep.
Because to me that was like playing a whole other game. Like,
kind of is.
I mean, it is, but we did that like so early on.
Yeah.
It was like so long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My favorite scene is fighting Axel as Roxas.
Yeah, that's mine.
And then Diz shows up and they're Roxas.
Oh, that's not what I was talking
Roxas!
about. I was talking about the second time you fight him.
Oh, I do like that scene too.
But I'm so flattered.
Oh, you remember me. I'm so flattered. And he does that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But you're too late. And then the freaking music, and then he choo choo, 2 keyblades.
Yeah. 2? That's a good scene.
That's so many memes just packed into it.
Well, that's why I like the other one because it's
piled
like,
into it.
It's like Roxas, all right, fight.
Yeah.
Like I like that. And I don't know.
It's just so hard to pick just like one scene.
That's true because it's a very expansive game and there's a lot of really good stuff. And we haven't even talked about any of the Disney World stuff that's like funny. And
It's
good.
just like there's just so
Anytime
much.
Kyrie's on screen.
Oh my gosh. Jason's favorite scene is at the end when you can move the camera to look up Kyrie's skirt. That's his favorite.
No, that's patched out. That's patched out.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Blue told me.
Yeah.
what the heck? What the heck am I hearing?
I like the scene in Land of Dragons where the little guy fucking cold cocks Sora and knocks him down. He just punches him in the face.
yeah.
I feel like
Donald's like, "Hey, bro, that's my dude," and he jumps in. And
I feel like there's so much, like I don't even remember half of what I
Right.
played already. That's sad.
yeah, well, some of it
was
we did play a while.
through, yeah.
To be fair, some of it we did play a while ago.
Yeah.
You had gone through like all of the worlds once before you
Pretty
even
much.
streamed it.
We didn't do Lion King.
Just Lion King, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yep. But yeah, there's just a lot to be had with Kingdom Hearts 2. It's a very long game. You visit the worlds once, and then there's a big climactic, which almost would feel like it'd be the end of the game. You know, you fight 1,000 Heartless. You have all the Final Fantasy characters team up with you in a pretty... Well, all of them except Aerith.
Yeah. No.
Aerith can't do
No.
shit except heal people, so... And you don't want to put her by Sephiroth. That's not good. And you have this climactic battle, and then Maleficent kind of saves you, and then Riku kind of saves you, but you don't know it's Riku. And then you find out that the organization's been using you for hearts, but then you just go to the other worlds and continue to kill Heartless anyway, because
You can't not.
you can't not.
Yeah, you just gotta go through again.
And then you go through those worlds again, and they're shorter the second time around, but it's pretty cool because a lot of times the first part of the world was like that Disney story condensed.
Right, and then the second part, you're
time was
like
almost an original story for most of them.
yeah, that's what I liked about. I liked revisiting them all because
Yeah.
then it was like, I don't know, an actual completion.
Well, and like a lot of them had organization members. It was almost like the first Disney story didn't matter to the overall plot, and then the second one did. Because
Right.
like you had
Somewhat.
Zaldin
somewhat.
at Beast Castle, you had Luke Sword in the Pirates world, and he invokes Parlay. Parlay.
I really liked Pirates World. I think it's because I had just watched Pirates, and
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pirates.
Just wait.
Yeah, just wait
Until
till
you
3
get to
when
go
you play.
back.
Yeah, I don't know
Pirates.
shit about pirates.
You don't know shit. You don't know shit about pirates. And it's just Kingdom Hearts 2 holds a pretty fond memory in my heart because, you know, I've told the story many times about me and my friends playing Kingdom Hearts 1 for the first time. And then me and Addison, like, he beat it within 72 hours of the game releasing because he's a
Kingdom
madman.
Hearts 2?
Oh, yeah.
God,
Yeah,
that took
dude.
me like literally a year. It feels
He
like.
I've
locked
told
himself
this-
in the basement.
I've told this story before, Tara, but I'm going to tell it again for your sake. I used to play a lot of basketball at the time. We'd, like, go to parks.
Yeah, I knew you
And-
went to parks.
And one time, it was right after
Just
Kingdom
going
Hearts
to
released, but I
parks.
couldn't buy it yet because I was waiting to get paid. Because that was back when I was like, you know, paycheck to paycheck, kind of, you know. And Addison had bought it right away. And I was like, hey, dude, I know you're playing KH2, but any chance you want to come play basketball? And he was like, sure. And so he showed up, and we played a couple games. And then, like, he literally, the final shot was hit.
He was like, bye.
And he literally sprinted off the court and back to his car to go play KH2. I'm not even kidding. Like, the fact that I got
You
him out of the
literally
house in
turned,
the first place.
he like made the basket and you turned around
like
and
he
he was
just
running.
drained that shit and was already gone.
Right,
Yeah.
and he was already gone. He was already
you
gone.
were like, oh,
And I was like, all right, cool, let me know how it is.
yeah, bye.
And then I
He was
think-
screaming out to the
I think what
distance.
happened is I said, fuck it. Like, I had money in my account, but I didn't want to, like, empty my account. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go buy it right now. And I showered and I went to Best Buy and bought it. And I remember there
Damn.
was this big display for it right when you walked in the store, and I had Sora on the
You were
side
like,
of it.
"Oh."
And I was like, I'll take one, please. And then I came home and I beat it just about as quick as he did. I'm pretty
Was
sure.
that PS2?
PS2, yes, ma'am. I
Ooh.
still have my copy over there on the shelf.
Whew.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it holds a lot of fond memories in my heart as a really awesome, amazing game. And that's just the regular version, not to mention the Final Mix version, which is even more incredible. And I just we didn't fight a lot of the secret bosses. Like, we had you go fight Sephiroth.
Yeah, and I hated that.
Yeah, she like we didn't actually even really do most of the final mix stuff.
Yeah.
Cave of Remembrance, boss battles, Lingering Will.
I think we were just so excited that she
I
had
was just so
completed the main
excited at the
game, and
end,
we
yeah.
wanted to,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, and it had been kind of a long stream too.
yeah.
Or like a long build up, I guess, the 2
May-
days.
Maybe once we I don't know, we'll revisit, and we'll
Yeah.
get you in that other
Yeah.
stuff and the data, because
Well, I hated Sephiroth's.
he's probably the
Boss
hardest except
person.
Lingering William.
Yeah.
Lingering William's the toughest for sure. Lingering William's probably one of the hardest bosses in the series.
Well, Sephiroth, he really only has like
He's a dick.
he doesn't really get like he doesn't get much harder than the beginning.
Right.
And if you level up like your dry forms, he's kind of
Right.
a.
But
poos.
That's one of those. If you just take a screenshot of him with the subtitles, "What is Cloud doing?" like that, I can hear that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I did so many times.
Right.
What is Cloud doing? Like I just think like when I see that, I'm just like, I can hear that screenshot.
Oh yeah, me too, dude. I still remember like the first time when I beat him, like, so like I beat him like on like my level 99 standard file or whatever.
Right.
And then I played through it on proud because I was like, let's freaking go.
Let's freaking
And then
go.
I remember I got to that point and I was like level 35. I remember I was level 35 and I freaking beat him.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I'm proud mode.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
freaking go.
Hell
I was
yeah.
like 12. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'd say the like streaming the game was like made it not easier for me, but like kind of.
Yeah, you had people.
There's more hype to it, so I wasn't like laying in my bed like,
Spirit
You had people hyping you up, and like
Yeah.
especially that Roxas fight.
I wanted
if you guys
to
didn't
die.
watch her fight Roxas,
Oh, I was getting I don't think I've ever been so mad
I
in this
highly
room.
recommend it because
Go watch the VOD.
Go watch the VOD because it's pretty incredible how she's ready to give up and hand me the controller.
I literally almost handed
and I
my
said,
the
"Why don't you just try?
controller."
You were so close. Why don't you just try it one more time? Why don't you just try it one more time?" And she tried it a couple more times and then beat him, and it was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Because Roxas is pretty tough. There's a cut.
It
And I had no
difficulty
idea who he was.
Spikes.
Yeah,
Like the
there's-
difficulty like spikes.
Yeah, it was
with
so
Roxas.
fucking hard.
and that's not there in the original game. Like there's a cutscene where Sora meets him, but in this you fight him, and then that cutscene happens.
Yeah.
and so that's really cool that they added that
Yeah.
because he's best boy. That Roxas.
Yeah.
And Kingdom Hearts 2 just has all these little touches that are just like the amount of detail from the fact that all the organization members have their own nobodies. You know, I really enjoy that.
Bring back reaction commands.
Yeah, that's what I meant by
commands.
saying like I feel like Kingdom Hearts was like the one is obviously they didn't know they were gonna make more, but it's like a setup because you're just like learning the characters, the main
Yeah.
characters, and then there's like all these other characters and just
Yeah, because that's when he knew it was a series that he could start pouring
Right.
more time and energy into like
too
what-
much time, too
what
much
this
energy.
is, right?
Right.
And yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts 2 is just an incredible game, and we could talk about it for days if we wanted to. So let's keep going. I think I've run out of things to say about Kingdom Hearts 2.
Is that it?
Hog baby.
Oh, Hog Baby. Always Hog Baby.
That was the last thing. That was the last boss that I fought on my like before streaming.
Yep. Was and she whooped his ass.
Mm.
That fight's tricky because you got to like make
I
sure you're
remember-
in the right
Yeah.
lane.
I remember watching you guys do it, and I was like, "There's no way I'm doing this boss fight." Mike's like, "Just try it," and I was like, "Okay," and I did it.
And she whooped his ass.
Like you remember like on the playthrough?
Yeah, I
or-
remember watching the playthrough and how pissed someone was. I don't remember who was playing it.
Jeez.
Me, I was triggered. I think I died once and I didn't want to die to him.
Yeah. Tara
Not to
didn't.
Oogie.
Right.
Tara's OP.
She's OP.
Tara's OP. So, and there's a lot of stuff we didn't even visit in your playthrough, like the Ansem secret Ansem reports.
No,
and
I
the,
never did that.
You know, just the synthesizing and we did all the Winnie the Pooh, which was big.
We did that like right before the end.
Yeah.
Didn't do the last 2 cups.
Yeah, we didn't do the last Hercules Cups,
I forgot.
which
about
aren't
that.
as cool as they are in 1, but
Yeah.
they're still cool. They're still noteworthy.
Yeah.
I gotta play that right now. Who knows?
Who knows?
Those 2.
But yeah, Jason, do you have anything else you want to say about Kingdom Hearts 2 before we move on? I mean, I know we just kind of freeform spoke about it, but
I feel like I didn't prepare enough,
that's okay. We just
but I got everything out that I wanted to say.
yeah.
Except for that, I think that it's my favorite game so far.
Oh,
Hot take.
better than 1, huh?
Better than 1.
Hmm.
Obviously better than Chain of Memories because I didn't play it.
I don't think that's a hot opinion. I don't think it's a
Yeah.
hot
No.
take.
No, it's not really a hot take.
Not a hot take.
If you could rate it out of 10, what would you give it?
If I could rate out of 10,
Yeah.
probably like a 10.
Wrong answer.
Why?
13.
True.
13 out of 10.
I haven't played I haven't played them all.
Right, you could still rate something,
Yeah.
and the correct rating is 13 out of 10.
Okay,
True.
my bad.
13 out of 10.
13 out of 10. Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Mix. Too much water. Too much dance, water, dance. The music.
Oh yeah.
We always seem to forget to talk about the music.
Music
But
slapping.
Yoko Shimomura always steps up to the plate and hits a home run, and then runs into the stands and catches her own home run. That's how good she is.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
She's incredible.
It's so good.
Not just like,
I think because it's just so reminiscent of like the original Disney songs.
well, that what I was gonna say is not just the original tracks she writes, but the ones where she kind of remixes classic favorites, like even Atlantica.
No.
Dancing, we'll play just.
You can't get me to like that song, so.
Like I've probably played through the game like at least 10 times.
If not more.
Quite literally, yeah, at least 10 times. Even just like down to like what you're saying, like the like enemy design. For example, in Kingdom Hearts 1, none of them really had like gimmicks or anything or a way to fight them. You just kind of mashed, like there was the ones with the shields and you could hit them from behind, and then the large bodies and you had to hit those from behind. But other than that, none of them really had any type of, oh, you learned to be good at fighting this type.
Right.
That's true. I did have to learn
Otherwise
a lot more about fighting.
Right, yeah. So like it feels good, and then with all the reaction commands and everything, it's like, hey, if you're light on your feet, like you just, if you have that quick reaction time, like you can like body people, and
Yeah.
it feels good, and it's fast and it's fluid, and there's a lot of like customizing things that you can do. Like a lot of people have like their inclusion of using like magic and everything. And then the summons, and there's just layers on layers on layers.
Well, and you can tailor your kind of own playstyle through
right,
that.
yeah,
Like Tara's not a big magic user.
right.
But I can
But
make it
Decisive
so that I don't do
Pumpkin,
that.
what up? Rumbling Rose, what up?
Right. You use the right keyblade and
Yeah.
you know, maybe use some limits instead of magic, and bam, there
Right.
you are.
There you go.
That's true. And it's not like that in one.
Duck Flare, what up?
One tailors to your playstyle though.
Right. It
Like
tailors
magic's
itself.
not super viable. You can't just go through and cast magic and
Yeah.
get through it. Like 2, you can.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, magic's just not as good in 1, and there's not really a whole lot of other things to do besides mash X then at that point,
Right.
And use certain abilities.
Yeah, like you have to get really far in one to be able to like spam magic.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just one of those things where like in the gameplay, even down to just there's this new enemy type. Now you get to learn a whole new way to play the game, or like a whole new way to fight a new enemy.
Right.
And then with all the different layers, like, oh, this freaking car sucks. I have to block him or I'm gonna die.
Or you summon Chicken Little and he
Right.
saves
No!
Exactly.
Zach Braff.
Not Chicken Widow.
Chicken Whittle.
Chicken
Dude, they
Widow.
needed to add a freaking like samurai thing where you just if you block it and then you press triangle, you freaking just cut that fucking car in half.
That would be cool. That would be very
Or
cool.
you give them a little flatter and they kind of just like putt around. They're like their like tires kind of become almost like square like. They're like, and then you can just fuck them up.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em
okay.
up,
All
yeah.
right. I'm into all that. Nomura, please write down this enemy design.
Please patch Kingdom Hearts 2.
Patch Kingdom Hearts 2.
Please
Patch
do
the
this.
cars, please. What I was going to say is something we didn't talk about yet. Maybe one of the best ending sequences in all of video games. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
You defeat Xemnas in the cow tower, as I like to call it. Some people call it zebra. I think it's more cow. You make your way to the dark margin, the beach. And, you know, they just kind of have this conversation
They have,
that
like, a moment.
friends do, and about, oh, there'll be darkness. You know, all friends do that. And it's just when they find that bottle and he reads the poem that Kyrie wrote, and it's the words from the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2. That all those words were in that first trailer. And they kind of just, the door to light starts to open, and he immediately is just like, we'll go together. And you're like, and Riku's like, hell yeah. And you're like,
And you get goosebumps.
and you go, oh, these boys. And then they do the flying into the sea, that's been there since Kingdom Hearts 1. And Kyrie's like, Sora, and he's like, Kyrie. And then, boom, here come Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Like, rendered as realistically as they've ever been rendered.
Yeah.
And they're nuggling.
They're nuggling
up. Riku literally picks up a monarch.
Yeah.
He's a fucking king, and Riku picks him up and tosses him in the air like a little baby. And he goes, "Ha, this is awesome, ha!" And they're nuggling, and like then
The music is slapping.
the music's slapping, and then Kyrie goes, Sora goes, "We're back," and she goes, "You're home." And it's where the beginning of the journey in Kingdom Hearts 1. That's where that began, and it's the end of that journey. Sora's finally home, and his friends are there with him.
Right.
And
Except Sora's mom. Where is she?
she's probably there. We don't get to see that. It's just an incredible ending. The music
Yeah, it's just a really good game.
and man, I just got goosebumps describing it to you
Yeah.
guys, honestly, because it's that good.
It's so good.
And it could have, you know what? If Kingdom Hearts would have ended there,
I think we would have been okay.
I don't know if I would have been okay, but I think that would have been a good ending for Kingdom Hearts. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just done. And I think they originally maybe planned that, and then
Does that mean I'm gonna get heartbroken a little bit soon?
no, I'm not saying that what
Oh.
they did after was bad.
Oh,
I'm just saying you could have had Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 be completely self-contained, and it would there weren't really a lot of loose ends and a lot of
that's true. They kind of wrapped it up there a little bit.
and there's some, but like the ending is just very good. Is
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Wow. That
Wow.
that got me all worked up.
Yeah.
We'll go together.
We'll go together. And you're like, that's what I do when I play by myself.
Oh my god.
Oh, so that's what's happening.
Yeah, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, let's anything else you guys want to say about Kingdom Hearts 2 before we wrap this up? It's a great game.
Best game.
Best game, 10 out of 10. I like Kingdom Hearts 3 too, but
I don't know yet. I haven't played through it all.
Jury's out for Terra. It's close between 3 and 2 for me. It's close,
But
but
BBS
I think
first
2 wins
and-
right now.
In things, yeah, 2 wins, 100%.
It's close though. If you take the whole package of 3 and the whole package of 2, the final mixes, if you will, that's close.
Yeah, it's close.
But I'm gonna say 2 right now.
Yeah.
But then when Terra plays through 3, I'll probably say 3.
He'll probably say 3.
So in episode 101, be ready for that.
I'm going to say it's probably going to be episode 69.
You think it's gonna be 9 episodes from now?
Yeah.
That I beat.
9 weeks.
She's gonna be KH3. She's gonna be
Yeah.
BBS.
Yeah.
Watch the 358.
We're beating that
movie,
this week.
Oh my god.
the recoded movie, DDD, BBS 0.2, a fragmentary passage,
Okay, that's like one playthrough.
and then Kingdom Hearts 3.
One sit down. One session.
Kingdom Hearts
I can't do
3
that game
plus
in one
Remind. She's
session.
gonna beat all that in 9 weeks.
0.2.
Oh, the
That's like
yeah.
one sesh.
She's gonna beat all that.
Okay,
in 9
yeah,
weeks.
maybe not 69. It was a joke.
Oh,
Nice.
Come on, dude.
We didn't even get it. We were just
Come
like,
on,
no,
dude.
no,
You're being
no.
cringe, dude.
Come on,
9 weeks
dude.
though, maybe I don't know.
You're being cringe, dude.
Come on, dude.
Come on, dude. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, Tara will be leaving us, and because she doesn't want to be spoiled on anything that's not.
Yeah,
that's beyond
bye
Kingdom Hearts
guys. I
2.
don't want to be spoiled.
But thank you for joining us, Tara. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. You can watch Tara stream BBS and other things on twitch.tv/Super Spaghetti Bros.
Yes.
Come hang out with us.
Please.
We'll be streaming, and she started Tara's story. She got probably about a little under halfway through his story.
I need encouragement through my rough times.
Yes, encourage her. She's doing great. But yeah, you can do that. And Tara, thank you again for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's the return of a beloved segment that everybody loves. And the Union Cross 5 minutes. Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason, now that we finished our giant retrospective on Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't know if it's that big. We're actually recording this part first, so if it was a terrible retrospective, I
I'm
apologize.
sorry.
Tara has left us for the time being because she doesn't want to be spoiled by anything else Kingdom Hearts. But you know what time it is, Jason?
Oh no.
Do you know what time it is?
Oh no.
It's time for the Union Cross 5 minutes!
Just kidding. No, but really,
It is.
it is.
If you don't know what the Union Cross 5 minutes is, Jason has been playing through Kingdom Hearts Union Cross freshly from the beginning to tell us about his experience. But then he got sick of it and didn't want to do it anymore because it's a dog shit game.
But also, I just be behind anyways.
Right. So what we do now is when there's a new story update in Japan, we go watch Everglow or Gold Panner or somebody else who translates things, translate it for us, and then we talk about it. So, Jason, your 5 minutes on the new Kingdom Hearts Union Cross update starts right now. Beep.
Okay. So there was a really cool part in Wreck-It Ralph World that I don't remember. And then the Chiwetel was like, well, we're not very good at racing, so let's just go. And then you go back, and then it just cuts to, well, the player character is not even there. It cuts to Brain, Ventus, Scold, and Ephemer on that fucking cliff where they just always happen to be.
The Cliff of Remembrance.
The fated cliff.
The Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah.
Cliffs of Dover. Anyway, continue.
Wow, you really just Michael Scotted that, didn't you?
Why was that Michael Scott?
You freaking do it and then you're like, Cliffs of Dover.
I fail to see the relevance. I fail to see the Michael Scott.
Anyways, it's the four of them up on the cliff, and last time it was revealed that Ventus is not on the list of foretellers, or of not foretellers, of Dandelion leaders.
Yes.
And Ventus is like, well, I don't understand. I talked to Master Ava. She said that I'm supposed to be a Dandelion leader and I'm supposed to meet up with other people. And Brain's like, it's okay, like, we believe you, but like, you weren't supposed to be one. So let's try and figure it out. So they're like walking through it, and he starts having a flashback, and he goes into the house where Strelitzia dies, and he goes, Master Ava, where are you? And then he goes into this dark, dank, vacant house. And then who walks in the door? Strelitzia. But then it cuts.
Do you mean that Ventus killed Strelitzia?
And then he says, maybe. But then he just kind of goes off onto a different topic, and he goes, well, when Master Ava showed up, we just left, and we were talking about
But then
what
Brain's
I need to do.
Brain's like, yo, bro.
Hold up.
What did you mean by maybe? Hold up.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Something right here. What'd you mean by maybe? And he was like, yo,
And then he
I don't remember anything until we left the house.
Yeah. And he's like, I think we left right away.
And then it shows Strelitzia and her Chirithy on the floor, and the Chirithy's like, Why? Why did you kill me? So the idea is that Ventus killed Strelitzia, but was possessed by...
And he doesn't remember.
We're assuming darkness.
Because then well, and before the flashback or whatever, or maybe it was after, I can't remember. But they do this thing where, I think it was Ephemer, he says, darkness like tries to hide itself. Like darkness always hides itself.
Yep.
Even in people. And then it's kind of like this thing where they all kind of look at Ven like eyeball emoji.
Like, Ven, you're full darkness.
Like eyeball emoji. Meanwhile, Lorium goes into the... What is that freaking thing called?
The Ark.
And he's talking to Maleficent. And
they're kind of having a pleasant conversation. At least the way it was translated.
They were kind of having some nice banter.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I thought this was a laboratory. She's like, well, you're not wrong. It might be a laboratory. They did some studies here. And
she was like, well,
she's like, I'm just going to go. If that's cool, I'm going to head out. And then he's like, nah, shing.
We on quarantine.
Right. You can't leave. But then he also doesn't practice safe social distancing because he doesn't keep 6 feet from her. He charges right in and hits her with the Keyblade.
Without a word.
These scenes are intercut between one another. We didn't mention that. And then it cuts back to him and The pod she was going to get into looks destroyed. There's a lot of electricity.
Destroyed. Yeah, it's arcing, if you will.
And he's laying there like dead.
He's like,
I don't think he moves or anything.
his face is kind of like in a grimace.
Yeah. Like a dead grimace face.
I don't know if I'd say a dead grimace.
Like
maybe coma grimace. Because he was dead.
what about McDonald's grimace?
Yeah.
The purple man.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Scary. He's a big, large purple man that
And
eats
then-
all your nuggies.
And then, yeah, it's exactly like that because he's a bad guy, and then they try and retcon him into a good guy.
Right.
It's exactly like Grimace.
Lorium and Grimace, same character.
same feel, same vibe.
Which dandelion leader is the Hamburglar?
Ventus?
Okay. All right. Which one's Ronald?
I'm going to say either Brain or Lorium. Or not Lorium, Ephemer.
Ephemer. Okay.
I feel like it's Ephemer, dude. He's got the swag scarf.
Who's the bird lady? With the I don't remember her name.
I guess Scold.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then who's
There's only one left.
Officer McCheese?
That's Brain.
Is that his name, Officer McCheese?
Yeah, sure.
The constable with the cheeseburger for a head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, yes.
When I was a kid, the McDonald's by my house had a playground in the front of it,
Oh, okay.
and you could climb.
If you climbed in that, you're immune to corona.
That's true. But also they had a giant Officer McCheese,
Ooh.
and you'd climb the ladder. His body had like a ladder on it, and you'd climb it, and it'd be like a cheeseburger jail.
What the fuck?
It was really cool, dude. It was pretty dope.
What the
It was
fuck?
pretty dope. Anyway, Union Cross. So
Ventus is confirmed as killing her.
I wouldn't be surprised, though. I mean, that's probably where they're going, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did some like tomfoolery bullshit where he didn't do it at all, but he was there, but he doesn't remember. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're trying to lead us one way, misdirect, but it seems like that's what's going on.
Yeah. Which to me is kind of lame, kind of whack, kind of a cop out.
Also, let's talk about Maleficent for a second. What was the whole point in her even being there?
Yeah, they still haven't.
To explain her revival at the end of during KH2? Is that really what this was? She beats the shit out of Lorium, and then she shows up in KH2?
I guess.
And then she's like, I don't remember anything. And Pete's like, whoa. And then Pete figures out time travel like a god.
True.
And she doesn't care then? But this ain't adding up, Nomura. I didn't think we'd be having a Union Cross 5 minutes again until Dark Road came out, but here we are. I think Dark Road might have been shadow delayed because of the coronavirus, because we still haven't heard about it. I mean, it's still spring. It's still spring. It could still happen. But, man, they certainly are dragging this out.
Yeah, they are drip feeding this.
Like me putting ketchup on my French fries at McDonald's in my kids' meal. They're dripping it.
Just
I like to drip it on there. Just
yeah, you're absolutely disgusting.
I'm a disgusting human
You're
being, like
disgusting.
Grimace
And
like our
Lorium.
boy Grimace.
And Lorium.
and Lorium and oh wait, no, it's Mayor McCheese.
Mayor McCheese.
Mayor McCheese. Wait, who's the constable then?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
Is he like Constable Big Mac? Quarter pounder.
Quarter constable.
Quarter constable. If anybody knows who that McDonald's mascot character name,
And then let
I
us
bet
know
in, like,
which-
the UK, our friends in the UK or in Europe that are listening are like, what in the fuck are these?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
What are these gits getting on about? I bet is what they're thinking.
And then
they're probably
to
thinking,
that I say,
Think it through, bro.
think it through, bruv.
That's probably what they're thinking. Anyways, that was Union Cross 5 minutes. Next week, Jason will play more Union Cross. Just kidding.
We hope you will look forward to
We will look forward to
another
Kingdom Hearts Dark Road. where
another
they're
2 minutes worth of content.
They're gonna
in 2 months.
slowly trickle out the story of Dark Road.
Those absolute bastards.
That's what they're gonna do.
They're absolute fucking bastards.
That's what they're gonna do.
They're absolute
Anyway,
fucking
Jason.
bastards.
Moving on, it's time for the question of the week. Wow, 2 classic segments in a row here on the Ansem Report
Dude,
podcast.
yeah. Holy shit.
2 classic segments. Let me get to the question of the week.
That's also classic.
Classic. The question of the week was from Tyler Rims, the Eternally Griefed, and he asked, now that it seems that we've gotten the last piece of content for KH3, if you could add one more thing, one last good night snack. You're about to go to bed, you're about to brush your teeth, and you go, I'm going to have one more of those cookies. I'm going to have one more of those papu fruits. I'm going to have one more of those sea salt ice creams.
Maybe like a cutie.
The cutie papu fruit?
Yeah,
Does that
little-
exist?
I don't know. I kind of want one.
Mandarin papu fruits.
Ooh.
Mandarin star fruit. I mean, papu fruit doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It's based off star fruit.
I
But
kind of want a cutie now.
It does sound good. Here we go. What would you add to Remind? I suppose my mic's like over here, and so I'm not looking at you when I'm talking, and it's really bothering me.
Yeah, you're kind of hitting me with like a weird like snake
Like
thing,
an oran?
like a weird snake thing. You know where they like
Snake thing.
they like cripple
turn their head, yeah.
they like
I
swivel it
fixed my mic, though, so
like
I'm no
3
longer...
times over.
I'm no longer snaking you. Snake guns. Wildcat Diana. First to answer this question of the week. If I could add anything to KH3, it would be 2 things. Well, hold on, Wildcat Diana.
That's
We
not the
said one
question.
thing.
Just skip the whole answer.
Anyway, Wildcat Diana's cheating, but we'll let her do it. I want 2 things. A shot of the Marluxia hooded figure looking at Ventus in the Keyblade Graveyard meeting place. They used to be buddies. It bothers me that a small reunion was forgotten, and make it a scene that shows Kyrie's return and reaction coming back to Radiant Garden. It was a moment built up in the beginning of KH1, and it was very overlooked. That's true.
I'm sorry, that kind of whooshed me.
What, Kyrie? Kyrie returning to Radiant Garden for the first time since her youth?
Wait, when does she do that?
At the end of the game.
How true.
Yeah. And then she's just sleeping there.
What the freaking frick?
Right. Also, I don't know how good of buddies Marluxia and Ventus are now after what we've just learned. And also, Marluxia has like no remembrance of his previous life. It's hinted that once you beat him in the Keyblade Graveyard, he goes, I remembered my purpose. But
Yeah, well, it's weird, like, you beat him as a nobody. Does he just get freaking spawn killed, dude?
wait, what?
Okay, so you beat him. And then for him to become like whole again, you beat his nobody, right? Well, now he's a nobody again, and he has a piece of
Yeah, they
Xehanort.
haven't really told that.
Did he get
story.
spawn killed?
Zem the spawn killed him.
They freaking campers. Freaking
Master
spawn killing.
Xehanort spawn killed.
Yeah, Master Xehanort, absolute rat bastard.
Which I was reminded today
Spawn
that
killing.
Xehanort taking the X out and scrambling it means no heart. I forgot about that.
Oh shit.
He's the only nobody to have, or non-nobody to have something like that.
Maybe he is a nobody.
This whole time? It's impossible. Anyway, Just a Red Nocturne says, the Coliseum from KH1, the 1 and 2 sucks in comparison.
Hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
What?
What if the whole time Xehanort's the nobody, and that's why he's freaking heartless? Like he just fucks with these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And darkness is his heartless.
He just blew the lid off this whole thing.
Dude, Nomura's about to take me out right now. There's a laser coming across my
Namira-
chest right now.
Amir has a Zigbar rifle, and he's has it pointed at Jason. And I just heard him go, reloading!
No.
Just Red Nocturne says they want the Coliseum from KH1, the 1 and 2 sucks in comparison. The battle gates, but more of them, back to back. You can still take breaks climbing the ranks, or do it all in one go. Time trials, you can use easy and pro codes, rematch the Titans, fight Hades, new Final Fantasy boss. I would choose Lightning or Sephiroth one final time.
Yeah, that's honestly mine. Give me Sephiroth, dude. Come on now, dude.
Wait, Sephiroth or the Coliseum?
Sephiroth. 100%.
You don't care about a Coliseum?
Like, if he's at the end of a Coliseum, that'd be cool. But even if it was just like,
What if
yo, I
he's-
roll up to Radiant Garden and
What
then...
if he's the beginning of the Coliseum and then you like fight like fucking like little dusks or something? You just had to
You
beat
beat him,
Sephiroth.
and then you just fight a bunch of shadows.
Yeah, to unlock the Coliseum. Thank you, Just a Red Nocturne. Master of Masters Master says, if I could add one thing to the KH3 DLC, I would add a Mirage Arena with a multiplayer component.
Hold up.
It would be in this space that we would be able to customize our characters and participate in other activities similar to BBS Mirage Arena. I've seen a lot of people qualming for a real KH MMO.
Yeah. Well, dude,
I'd play it.
that would be cool because it's like you do like your multiplayer stuff, and there could be like some cosmetics you unlock in that. But then there also could be like cosmetics you unlock like playing the game, right? Like, oh, you freaking platinum trophy the game, you get this dope freaking cosmetic, and then
Yeah.
you can flex on multiplayer.
Yeah, I just like to play an MMO. That's not what Master of Masters Master said, but I'd like to play that.
Yeah.
But the Mirage Arena would be dope, especially if you got to fight that big dumb stupid whale again. What's his name? Monstro. Jip214 the boy says, literally just bring back Olympus Coliseum. Fuck Thebes. I also wish Demix was explained more. Not literally like what he did that was explained, but what's going on in his thoughts. I don't think you want to know what's going on in that guy's head. There's some fucked up shit in there, man. That's a place you don't want to go.
He's seen some shit, dude.
He's seen some shit.
You think it's people just act like that?
You don't do your hair like that unless you've seen some shit.
Or if you haven't
That's why
seen
he
some
just
shit.
he just smokes weed all the time and plays a sitar, man.
Yeah.
He's got that's how he's got to medicate.
Yeah.
Self-medication.
He just keeps asking to speak to my manager.
Yeah. T-Trox says, low-key would be fun if they dropped Halloween Town Part 3.
Oh, shoot.
I love those maps back in the day, and it would be cool if they brought back a map that was in all 3 base games. Olympus was in each, which was fine, but give me a new DLC world we were familiar with.
Okay, dude.
Were you just saying okay to that, or did you have something to say?
Okay, dude. I hear you with the Halloween Town, but if that fucking professor is there fucking shit up, I don't want it. And fuck those little kids.
Sally, come over here so I can smack you across the face, you dumb bitch.
I'll smack you across the face
Itch the left lobe of my brain for me.
with your own leg.
Oathstar says, I haven't dropped an answer in here for a while, so just a reminder that I used to be ghost type.
Oh.
I recognize the scold Abby. That's how I knew. But if I could add anything, it would be more nominee involvement in general and more ties to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. I find that plotline more interesting than whatever's going on with Yozora and would have liked some more setup for the Dandelions in the next saga. Wildcat Diana adds, I wanted a scold reveal, but I will settle for the next Wayfinder game, Nomura. So they're in agreement there. Tyler Rims, the eternally griefed, says, if I could add on the KH3 one final time, here's the options I'd throw in. More freedom in data greeting. More areas taking characters other places. New designs for worlds where your look changes. An actual poser. More characters. The whole 9 yards. So he wants, like, all in on the data greeting. Like, if I want to make Sora do, like, a masturbation motion while I'm taking a picture of him, that's what Tyler wants.
Okay.
He said that he put that
He
in,
wants like a full-on like Gmod style, like
yeah.
you can do whatever you want.
He wants to play prop hunt in KH. Is
Yeah,
what he's saying.
exactly.
Data fights, but with the Guardians of Light. Have it be set in Land of Departure and let you play as everyone and have you fight everyone at full power. Disguise it as a tournament or something, but have it be tough but fair as the data fights. Secret fight is the armor of Ericus again. Interesting. And the final and most sadistic suggestion of mine would be to add even harder difficulty past critical called Unchained. It changes all combat encounters to be like combat and rechain of memories because I love card-based battles. Then I could look at all the hardcore KH bros and go, you only beat it on crit, not Unchained? You might as well have not played the game. Fucking normie scum.
Fuck, dude, yeah, spam Blizzaga over and over and Lethal Frame.
Yeah, get Lethal Frame in there. Mickey Mouse, also known as Sean 2.0, says, all I'd really like to see added to KH3 would be more data greeting features. I'd pay a lot of money for some skin packs and map packs that included skins and maps from the other games. Agreed.
I just want some fucking loot crates, dude.
Yeah, make it a loot crate. And
I don't want the ones that I want. I want it to be a surprise. A surprise mechanic.
You've unlocked Truffle 8.
There's gonna be like some really dog shit ones.
You've unlocked Power Wild, Pink Power Wild.
No. No.
You've unlocked Shadow. Upset Pose.
It's just like a tiny little sticker you put on the Keyblade.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I actually don't want stickers on a Keyblade. That just triggered me, actually.
Yeah. I want to add charms to the Keyblade, and it changes the power of the Keyblade.
It adds like flame damage.
Right, or like, oh, strength +2.
Ooh.
Or Sora can now, like, oh, you can glide before you unlock glide because you got this charm.
Ooh. Or
Some Monster Hunter shit.
you can summon somebody from a world that they're not supposed to be in.
D-Link with them.
You could D-Link.
I love D-Link. D-Link is probably my favorite. D-Link. The box on a dark road trip says, I'm surprised that Remind didn't add a Coliseum/arena, and even if I'm not so fond of the combat system, I would have loved to see something like that with exclusive bosses, like Cerberus and the Titans were in KH1, for example.
True.
Aside from that, just more ties to Union Cross. I know people don't like that a mobile game is so relevant in the plot, but the DLC was the devs' chance to fill in people on the story. Give a flashback to Ventus, even a short one. Add a few lines between Larksy and Marley Warley. Have Yen Sid at least introduce the idea that there was shit going on in the past or something like that. Interesting. Broomdox says, all I want in KH3 is a bigger Twilight Town. A Coliseum would be cool, but nothing will beat free running up that clock tower. Hell yeah, dude. That would be dope. I bet there'd be a hidden Mickey up there.
Dude.
Like inside one of the bells or something.
Actually, screw this Sephiroth fight. I just want more hidden Mickeys and puzzle pieces.
Yeah. Just add all the puzzle pieces from KH2, please. And then finally, Panda Ven says, I want them to bring back Traverse Town, but most likely not. So yes, a bigger Twilight Town would be awesome. All right, Jason, do you have an answer for something that you'd like added to Kingdom Hearts 3?
I just want struggle.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, just like exactly what it was in KH2?
Yes.
Only can fight Vivi, Hainer, and Setzer. That's it?
And Cypher.
Oh, you can fight Cypher later. That's right. I forgot. Come on, Cypher, you know? Give it to him, you know? And then Fujin's all like, victory!
Fujin's all like, redacted.
He turned himself into a pickle, you know? Funniest shit I ever seen, you know?
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's clearly overwhelmingly that everybody wants a Coliseum
Or something like
KH3, and we didn't get that, and so I agree. I love the Coliseums. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
Even like Mirage Arena was cool in BBS.
Right.
Like they added like specific boss fights just to that, and
Yeah.
so it's kind of a bummer that wasn't in KH3, and that we didn't get that.
It's kind of strange too that it's just like in so many different games.
Right, and it's just like a core element of what those games have been. I mean, how many have not had it? Rechain. I mean, Rechain kind of, you went to Hercules, but it wasn't a Coliseum.
No.
And Coded probably.
I mean, like the entirety of Rechain is kind of like a Coliseum battle.
Basically, yeah. Same with Coded, honestly. 358 had multiplayer mode, but it didn't have a Coliseum, right?
It had like the like separate like mission types.
Oh yeah, the challenges. You could like redo a thing and
for
try
the
to,
sigils.
Yeah.
There was the different sigils.
Still not the same thing, but similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, KH3's DDD.
DDD had
you could battle the Dream Eaters.
Yeah.
But there wasn't like a straight up Coliseum.
No.
Where it was just like, have Riku fight a bunch of guys. Like,
not that I can think of.
no. So most games have had it, so it is very strange that it wasn't there.
In a mainline, it's the only mainline.
Mainline KH3 game. Yeah, it's the only mainline that doesn't have it. So I agree with everybody that a Coliseum would probably be my next wanted thing. I also agree with the data greeting. I think we should have some more dope data greeting stuff. I think that would be sick. But that's all. I think KH3 is a really good game, and I think the DLC, and besides, like, you know, people saying they want more Union Cross connection, and that's fine and all, but like, I feel like they're not going to add that randomly in like DLC. I think the data grading's a possibility. I think the Coliseum would be a very slim possibility, but there's a possibility.
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
Anyway,
if there was a Coliseum and it had a Sephiroth battle in it,
how much would you pay for that?
I'd pay a nice $20.
You'd pay $20 for a Coliseum with Sephiroth.
Yeah.
He's the only secret boss.
Yeah.
Wow, you heard it here first, Nomura. Nomura just sprinted out of the room. And he had his phone out. He goes, you have to make Sephiroth. $20.
We already made him in the other
He
engine.
like, you know how like when cartoon characters really get running and it makes a noise?
yeah.
He made that noise as he ran out the door. He was still tied up too. I don't know how he got up.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
He took the whole couch.
Yeah. He broke the chain. He pulled the chain off his mouth, all crusty,
went,
like Guardian. One day, I will make this right
And make Sephiroth.
and make Sephiroth for $20. We won't add any new enemies.
I'm once again asking for your financial support.
I am once again asking for you to put Sephiroth in cage. No character files this week. We'll bring it back next week. We promise.
Yeah.
Oh, the question of the week for next week. Let me start over.
Yeah, hey man, what's the question of the week, man?
Oh, hey Kermit, how you doing?
Hey,
You're not in a Kingdom Hearts game.
hey, I know it's kind of random. It's kind of random.
It's a little random.
It's a little random.
Kermit the Frog here. Little
And
random.
I don't know what the next question of the week should be.
I wish I could do a different Muppet voice to talk to you. And like all I can do is Woman. I can kind of do the the old men laugh. That's all I can really do that I've tried. I don't remember what Gonzo sounds like. And then Fozzie Bear's like, waka, waka, waka. But I don't know how he talks. So I'm just going to...
What the hell were we playing where we just kept going like, waka,
Final Fantasy X.
waka. Oh, yeah, duh.
Lulu would show up and we'd go, waka, waka. I don't know why I did Peter Griffin there, but... Waka, waka, Lois. The question of the week next week
Jesus.
is going to be ending a trifecta of Remind questions.
Oh.
And this question is, well, we asked you, hey, what'd you like about Remind?
Okay.
And then Tyler Tyrims came through and said, what would you add to it?
Okay,
And now we're asking a different kind of question.
Uh-oh.
What don't you like about Remind? What didn't you like? I want the negativity. I want the salt. I want the salt of the earth to come out. Tell me what you did not like about Remind. I
We
wanna
have
hear
to
it.
find where all the paths lead.
Fucking Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, Jim. Well, don't spoilers, dude. Spoilers.
Fucking hate Jiminy Cricket.
I mean, I
I
guess that's not a spoiler.
Yeah. Why he's not even fucking in Remind. Thank the fucking Lord.
He doesn't show up at all.
I don't think so.
You're right. That's my favorite thing about Remind.
That's actually the best DLC ever
Actually,
created.
Commendation to Nomura. I take back everything I said
11
about
out
the
of 10.
Coliseum. Best DLC ever. No Jiminy Cricket means a perfect score.
I literally would have paid more for it.
I will retroactively pay you $20 more for no Jiminy Cricket. I'm once again asking you for no more Jiminy Cricket. No, Bernie Sanders would definitely want more Jiminy Cricket.
He would.
It's a boomer thing. Anyway, Jason, that's going to end this episode. We hope you enjoyed our Kingdom Hearts 2 retrospective. I hope you did too, because we haven't recorded it yet. And thank you, everybody, for the question of the week. Thank you to everybody who's been watching us on twitch.tv/Super Spaghetti Bros.
You guys are freaking the most ballin' ballers ever.
Ball and Ballers ever. We're pretty close to our goal of 75 subs within, I think it was 90 days. I don't remember. We have like a few days left to, or we have like 15 or 16 days left to go on that.
I'm sorry, did you say 75 subs?
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
What the frickin' frack?
I mean, we don't have 75 confirmed
Right.
subs, but overall gaining subs.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
that's what we
freaking
put it.
frick,
That's
you
what we
guys
put
are
it at.
crazy.
I think that's what we put it at. Either way, even if it was lower, we're almost there. We're 66.6% way to our goal.
Oh my god.
And if we reach that goal in time, we will do one of the mainline cage games in a marathon straight. We'll play the game all the
1,
way through
2, 3,
1, 2, or 3.
4.
Do it.
Maybe by the time we get that many
Yeah,
subs.
I don't know about that. Anyway, we've been streaming. Tara's been playing through Kingdom Hearts.
It's been dope.
We just started BBS.
Pro gamer moments everywhere.
Pro Gamer Moments Ever. She's been getting really good at it. And I'm sure we talked about this more during the Kingdom Hearts 2 retrospective. But thank you guys for watching and hanging out.
Yeah,
We're probably streaming right now as you're listening to this.
probably.
Maybe not. Actually, it's probably not. It comes out at 9 in the morning. We're definitely not streaming at 9 in the morning. But thank everybody for watching. And thank everybody for listening and watching to this. We will be back next week with episode number 61. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you. Woman! Woman! Woman!
Fuck off.